So what if I told you that there was a way to actually make the majority of the products that you launch end up being winners? That's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video, and I'm excited to share these things with you guys. What's up guys, it's your boy Jordan back with another e-commerce video, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys the principles and the things that you need to know to have greater success with the products that you test. A lot of people test products like a game of roulette in Vegas, just randomly going off of ones that might have some potential, throwing some money at it and hoping that it sticks. But if you're able to understand marketing principles and the emotions behind why people buy products, you'd be surprised that you're able to make more success with the products that you test. So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. I'm going to give you guys some actionable information that you can take and apply right out of the gate. So we're going to jump into my computer and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. But if you like the quality of my content, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it if you join the family. But anyways, enough of that. I know you guys are ready for the value, so let's get straight to it. So there are various things that go into what I'm going to talk about in this video, and that is why I want to break it down into 4 different points so I can dive into those in depth and give you guys the best explanation possible so you can come out of this video with information that you can take and apply right away. So this first point that I'm going to share with you guys is probably the biggest one out of all of them. The other 3 are directly related to the first one. So if there's anything that you take away from this video, make it be this first point right here. The first point that I want to talk about and what allows these successful e-commerce entrepreneurs to continuously find good products is they understand their customer. They understand the psychology behind why the customer buys. What is going to take that person scrolling on social media to become all the way to a customer on your store. And there are a ton of things that go into this. But if you're not conscious of these things, it's going to be a much longer road for you. So what you need to understand about this, I'll give you guys a brief overview with what I know and with my knowledge. Your customer is buying off of emotions. They're not necessarily buying something just because they want that specific item right away. It's not always the item. It's really about the marketing and your approach to showing that item to the customer. So you, as a marketer, you really need to take the time to learn how to get into the mind of your customer and see it from a bigger perspective. Now, everything that I'm telling you guys is true, but you might hear it and say, well, this isn't something that I can take and apply. So I'll give you guys a little bit more in depth about what I'm saying. For your customer to actually stop what they're doing on Instagram or Facebook and go through and buy a product, which is something that is not necessarily the most enjoyable thing. They're not on there to buy. They're on there to just scroll and check stuff out. You have to hit them in a certain point when they're watching your content. They need to see something in that video that interrupts their pattern, gets them to stop, watch the rest of it, and go through the process. So what are some things that you can do to do this? Firstly, you can hit people on something that they're really passionate about. So one thing is like if they're, let's say, a woman and they're really struggling to get the right look with something related to their makeup. You can present a product that is going to make it easier for them to do that thing each and every day. And what this does is it saves them time. It's much more convenient for them, and they're going to see that and they're going to recognize that. It's not going to be that they just want to have that specific product in their hand. They're buying it because they want to save time in their life. They want to look better and they want to be more convenient. That's the way you need to look at these things. I'll give you guys a live example. I have a product on one of my stores right now that's selling pretty well. It's such a basic product. It's a towel to wipe your car and clean your car down. But the way that I promote this product is different than a lot of other people. A lot of people will take that product and say, oh, this is a cool towel, you need to have it to clean your car. Like, nobody's going to buy off that. You maybe get a couple sales, but nobody's going to see that and feel like it is essential for them to buy. So that's why you need to take the products and frame them in a way where it gets the customer thinking, man, if I don't get this, I'm going to be missing out on something. Or if I get this, it's going to make one area of my life easier. So for this product, I marketed it as the best towel that you could possibly use to wash your car. I came up with these points about the microfibers embedded in it and how they're going to capture all the dirt and how it's going to be able to help you wash your car in half the time. All of these things, and when you present it in that way, the customer sees it and has that wow factor, and it catches them, and they go through the rest of the process. So that is the first key point, and these other points are in-depth, kind of better ways to go deeper into this. So I'm a little kind of jumbled around this video. There's a lot that I'm trying to cover, so I'm trying to put it together like eloquently so you guys can actually take it and not be overwhelmed by me saying all this type of stuff. So one of the best things to do is learn to hit the pain points. And that's a little bit about what I was talking before. With the makeup product or with the towel product, you're hitting them in a point. So you'll say, this product is going to make this part of your life easier. They're going to see and think about that part of their life. They're going to think about, well, I do this each day and it takes me an hour, and this might save me that 40 minutes, so I need to have this in my life. Or another good example is the LED dog collar. This is the best example I like to give when talking about pain points. You could market that product as just a cute collar with some lights on it, right? Not that many people are going to buy that. But what you could do is you could market that product as a solution to your pet getting ran over or getting seen by or getting hit by something in the dark. You can use something like a statistic like saying, did you know millions of pets each year are getting hit by cars? And look, you hear that and you're like, damn, Jordan, that's kind of dark, right? That's kind of the point. You need to have something that gets your customer, grabs them, pulls them in, and then they go through and go off their own emotion to buy. So you say, look, all these dogs are dying in these accidents. This simple product right here is going to allow your dog to be safe and secure every single night. This is a no-brainer. Every dog owner should have this. They're going to see that and they're going to immediately want to jump on it. So for you as a marketer, whatever product you're selling, you can take it and frame it in a way where you hit those pain points. If you have a product and you can't think of any pain points that it's going to hit, you probably shouldn't sell that product, okay? It's going to be way harder. So if you're able to understand just these 2 points right here, you are miles ahead of a lot of the people that are just starting and just getting up and going. The next point is that you have to create high quality videos. The days of these low quality, just crappy YouTube ripped videos, I still take footage from YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about. Just rushed content is pretty much over, okay? The customer is getting smarter. People are not necessarily interested in a cheap store. They're looking for legitimate brands, or at least companies that come off that way, because they want to be able to trust them. And the first layer of trust is the video that they see. Before they go to your store, before they go to your page, they're going to see the ad. And if your ad is not on point, you're going to lose the attention of your customer. There are people that are surely scaling still with shitty videos, but let me tell you, it is going to be a significantly longer road for you. It's going to be harder, and it's just like playing with a handicap. So you need to take the time to create high quality content. This is what separates the people that do okay numbers from the people that are absolutely crushing it. They make great content that is engaging with the customers. If your customers are not engaging with the content, they're not that interested in it, your product is not going to be scalable, and it is simply not going to sell. If you guys are looking for a little bit more of a idea of what a good quality video ad is, I have a very in-depth video on this where I go over my process for creating video ads. So that is most definitely something that you should go through and watch. So that is the third point. And like I said, guys, all these go hand in hand. But if you're able to understand these, you're going to have so much more success with the products that you test. And it doesn't feel like a random game of guess who. Like, you know, when you take a product, what angle you need to target it at, because you know the solution that that product is going to provide to the audience that you're going. It has to be that deep. You have to be that specific with the products that you launch, or else you're just shooting blind. The last and final thing that I want to talk about is you should really, I didn't mean to make it all the way black like that. You should really be focusing on selling actual useful products. products that people can take and use in their lives. You can make money selling bracelets, you can make money selling earrings, but not anything like it used to be. The people I know personally that are crushing it more than anybody are the people that are selling these slightly innovative products, or just products that make people's lives better. That's what you should focus on. Find a product that can make somebody's life better. Figure out how to frame that product and show the customer how it's going to make their life better, and then make a high quality piece of advertising covering all those specific things, and you will do just fine. 1 out of every 5 products I test does relatively well, and this is attributed to these principles that I'm sharing right here. If you're interested in seeing an example, I have a case study where I took a brand new store from 0 to 1K a day in 72 hours. In that case study, I show the videos, I show the products, how I marketed them, all these type of things. So that's definitely something that you might want to go check out for a little bit more of a concrete example. But this video is so important. If you didn't know these things, or even if you knew these things, it's important to have them in the front of your mind when thinking about launching a campaign. And let me tell you, you're going to have so much more success when you look at it this way and not just taking a guessing game regarding if you think it's going to work. Anyways, guys, that was a lot of stuff, and I really tried my best to put it in a way where I wasn't all over the place and really trying to get my point across. So if you feel like I did and you feel like the content was valuable, give me a thumbs up and let me know down below in the comments what you're struggling with. I'll be happy to make some more videos helping you guys out on specific topics. But as for this video, that's pretty much everything, and I've got some good videos on the way. I'm going to be doing a ton of traveling. I just got back from San Francisco today. Actually, awesome trip, no footage, but awesome trip. Headed over to New York for the next week and a half and spending some time with my family. So it's a good time in my life for sure. So I'm going to be banging out new content for you guys, and I'm excited to bring you along. But anyways, enough talking. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.